Observe human. Human receives a message. It is not dangerous, cruel, or especially complicated. It says something simple, like, "Hey, are you free this weekend?" Or, "Can you send that over when you get a chance?" Or, the most dangerous phrase in human communication, "No rush." Human sees the message, understands the message, and could reply immediately. A reasonable response would take 14 seconds, maybe less. Human does not reply. Human places the phone face down because apparently the problem is visual and tells themselves, "I will answer that in a minute." This is the beginning. At this stage, the message is still small, just a tiny pebble inside the phone. Human could pick it up, move it, and continue life. But human is busy, or tired, or in the middle of something, or not in the correct emotional shape required to type, "Sounds good." So human waits. 1 hour passes. The message is still there, but now it has changed. It is no longer just a message. It is an unanswered message, which is a very different species. An unanswered message contains the original request plus a new layer of meaning. Why has human not replied? Did human forget? Is human being rude? Is human overwhelmed? Is human dead? The sender probably has not thought all of this, but human has, because human has begun doing both sides of the conversation alone. This is one of the brain's least helpful hobbies. Human opens the message again. It is still simple, still answerable, still 14 seconds. But now a reply feels strange because too much time has passed for a normal answer. Human can no longer simply say, "Sure." Now the answer requires cushioning. "Sorry, just seeing this." This is often a lie. Human saw it. Human saw it immediately. Human saw it with the full brightness of consciousness. But just seeing this is a socially accepted spell humans use when they wish to erase time. Unfortunately, human is not ready to cast the spell, so human closes the app. Later becomes evening. Evening becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes a small legal problem inside the phone. The message now has weight. It sits there quietly, gathering emotional interest. Human may be having a perfectly normal day, making coffee, opening emails, watching a video, pretending to understand a bank statement. When suddenly the message returns to the mind. Oh no, the message. Human checks the phone. It is still there because messages do not expire out of mercy. Now the reply must do more than answer. It must explain the delay. It must sound casual but not careless, apologetic but not dramatic, friendly but not desperate. Human begins drafting. "Hey, sorry, I totally meant to reply to this." Too guilty. "Hey, yes, that works." Too normal. Suspiciously normal after 26 hours. "So sorry, things have been crazy." Too vague but useful. Human deletes everything. The message remains unanswered. This is how avoidance becomes architecture. Every hour adds another flaw. The task itself stays small, but the emotional building around it becomes enormous. The reply is still 14 seconds. The shame is now a renovation project. This happens because humans do not experience communication as information only. A message is not just words. It is a tiny social doorway. To answer, human must step through. Even a simple reply requires human to become available. Available to respond. Available to be perceived. Available to continue the conversation. And sometimes human does not want a doorway. Human wants a wall. Not forever, just for now. So human postpones the doorway. The strange part is that postponing it does not create peace. It creates a second version of the conversation. The real conversation waits in the phone. The imaginary conversation begins in human's head. In the imaginary conversation, the sender is disappointed, offended, or quietly updating their opinion of human. The sender may, in reality, be eating cereal and watching a show. But inside human's mind, they are standing in a courtroom holding printed screenshots. Human becomes both defendant and judge. The charge is failure to respond in a timely manner. The evidence is damning. The punishment is thinking about it every few hours while doing unrelated tasks. By day 3, the message has become ancient. Human cannot answer casually now. Human feels they must arrive with an explanation, an apology, and perhaps a small emotional gift. Sorry for the late reply no longer feels sufficient. Late? This message has survived multiple sunsets. Human considers pretending the phone malfunctioned. Human considers saying the week got away from them, though the week did not get away. Human watched it leave. Human considers never replying and allowing the relationship to become a historical mystery. This feels extreme, also possible. The tragedy is that most senders do not need the level of explanation human is preparing. Often they would accept a simple answer. They may even be relieved, because they too have 7 messages aging in their own phone like unrefrigerated fruit. This is the secret humans forget. Everyone is both waiting for replies and failing to send them. Every phone contains a small village of unfinished conversations. A friend left unread, a cousin waiting for a date confirmation, a work message that became emotionally radioactive, a group chat human opened once and now cannot re-enter without reading 47 messages and pretending to understand the original topic. The modern human is reachable at all times, which means the modern human is also expected to be reachable at all times. This is unnatural. For most of human history, if someone wanted to contact human, they had to physically find human, send a letter, or shout across a field. There were built-in delays. Now, a person can send a thought directly into human's pocket while human is buying bananas. And human is expected to respond as though the brain was not already carrying groceries, passwords, deadlines, memories, and one mysterious pain in the shoulder. So human avoids. Not because human does not care, often because human cares too much. The reply feels like it must be right, warm enough, clear enough, fast enough, not too fast, not too cold, not too needy, not too final. A simple message becomes a tiny performance of being a functional person, and human is not always available for theatre. Eventually, human replies, usually at a strange time, like a Tuesday afternoon, a Sunday night, or 3 minutes before starting another task, because anxiety enjoys poor scheduling. Human types, "Hey, sorry for the delay." Then the actual answer. The message sends, and almost instantly, the mountain disappears. The legal problem dissolves. The pebble becomes a pebble again. Human realizes the task was never as large as the feeling around it. There is relief and also a small amount of embarrassment. Human thinks, why did I wait so long? This is an excellent question. Human will not learn from it. Soon another message will arrive. Human will see it, understand it, and think, I should reply now. Then human will decide to do it in a minute. And somewhere inside the phone, a new pebble will begin becoming a mountain.